It's God's side and the other side. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is.
Hey, it's the Amazing Grace Sports Network here, Saturday morning, September 20th, 2024, 25th year of our Lord Jesus Christ. I am Clay Morris, that is Evan, the great Kevin Christian back there.
Morning, Clay.
Morning,
everybody. It's a beautiful day here in and around the Boston area.
That's right, the Red Sox won, and the Patriots won, and the sun is shining. And what else more can we ask for? I don't know. Other than that, our loved ones love us and we love them. So thank you guys for tuning in. This is the Amazing Grace Sports Network. And if it's Saturday at 9 a.m., we are here because you are there. What do you think about that, Kevin?
Sounds good to me. Can't beat it. The best deal in town we offer here for at least an hour of great sports talk and allowing you, the listener, to come in and express your opinions without being cut off after 30 seconds or being on hold for 3 hours out of your day just to go down the air for 20 seconds to be laughed at, as other networks often do. We're not like that. Nope. We want to hear from you. So, of course, the number, 844-249-5247. No shortage of topics from the Red Sox and the crazy roller coaster ride season it has been so far in this year, 2025, in the midst of a pennant chase as the remaining MLB season just about at least about 8 games remaining here in the remainder of the regular season.
They might just squeak it in.
We'll talk about that. I know we both have different opinions on this. We'll talk about that as the season comes to a close. And, of course, with the NFL in full swing with Week 3, and I'm sure other topics that folks have out there,
just call in.
We'll hear about it, that is for sure.
844-249-5247. We begin all of our shows with prayer, and we are in the prayers for victory in spiritual warfare. Believe me, you are in spiritual warfare, whether you know it or not. And so we have some prayers to help you win. And we are in chapter 6, overcoming fear and anxiety. And yes, we all have to deal with this. So let's get on to it. Putting on the belt of truth. Lord, the only fear I need is to fear you. You know what? We're going to do that again. Ladies and gentlemen, Take two. Lord, the only fear I need is the fear of you. In truth, the fear of God is the beginning of wisdom. To reverence you in fear means to take you seriously. To take you seriously means to align my thoughts and actions in accordance with who you are and your comprehensive rule over all. I walk in the knowledge that your truth brings freedom from fear and anxiety. Peace is found in Jesus Christ, so I abide in him. His peace is manifest in my spirit, thoughts, and choices. I overcome fear and anxiety by deepening my dependence on and intimacy with Jesus Christ, my Lord. In his name, amen.
Amen. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, last week, if you're watching it on the stream, we had some technical difficulties with a lot of echoing. You must have been slamming your head against the wall to try and listen to us, and the fear of listening to us twice, really. But that was a restream issue here, and seems to be all good here so far. And for the people listening on the radio, from what I understand, the signal on the radio on WEZE AM 590 was as strong as ever.
And the best they've ever
last week. So we'll take that, and as we
love it.
It's all good.
It's all good.
The wonders of live radio, that is for sure.
And we are here.
So
what do we got, Kevin?
All right. Why don't we get into our questions of the day today in history? A lot to get to, so here we go.
Today in history.
I believe I'm starting the Today in History. On September the 20th, 1919, the legendary baseball Sultan of SWAT, the great Mr. George Herman Babe Ruth of the Boston Red Sox. Babe Ruth tied Ned Williamson's MLB mark of 27 home runs with a 9-inning blast at the Boston Red Sox 4-3 win against the Chicago White Sox. Question, how many did the Babe end the season with? If you know that answer.
Well, it was more than 27, right?
Yeah. More than 27.
More than 27. Something that they hit like in the first month now. But that was a record back then.
That was
27?
not anymore.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Not-
Small
not by
potatoes.
much.
Yeah.
You won't get paid hitting 27 home runs. On September 20th, 1988, Boston Red Sox Wade Bogg was the first player to get 200 hits for 6 consecutive seasons. Our question is, who holds the record for the most 200 hit seasons? Who holds the record for the most 200 hit seasons in the history of Major League Baseball? And it's not Wade Boggs. So that should give you a jump on that. Okie dokie.
Well, from one Red Sox legend who went to play for the Yankees,
To
Babe
another
Ruth
one
to
who
Wade
went-
Boggs. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then finally, Clay leaves me with the running question, the marathon question for the day. More recently, on September the 20th, 2022, just 3 years ago today, actually, Kenyan runner, and I apologize if I botched the name here, but I'm going to try my best. Eliud Kipchoge.
Kipchoge.
We'll try that.
Okay.
Broke the world record for the marathon distance of 26.5 miles. Of course, he ran the 2 hours, 1 minute, 9 seconds in Berlin. Best in the old record of 2 hours, 1 minute, 39 seconds by a mere 30 seconds. Question, who was the record holder of that old record? Well, we always like to throw some trick questions at you. It was, of course, Eliud who had the trick. Who had the,
You didn't
the
give
record.
the guys out there a chance.
Well, it's a trick question. We don't want to have people work too hard.
You're always so nice,
you know.
Kevin. You know, I want them to twist their minds. I want them to work a little bit and use their brain power. Go Google it. Yeah, it was. But that's a lot. 30 seconds. He took away 30 seconds
From his old record.
From his old record.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable.
Don't know how they do it, these runners. Not for me, that's for sure.
Not for me. Not when you're 6'4", 6'5". You're not running too far. When you're this tall, you can run fast, but you can't run far. The air up there gets pretty bad.
No doubt about it.
This does.
So those were our questions today. If you have some answers, give us a call again, 844-249-3247. 2 baseball questions and 1 marathon question.
Yes. All over the place.
All over the place here. So, all right, we're going to get into our topics of discussion in just a minute. Before we do that, I want to say hello to a couple of our great sponsors who keep us going each and every weekend. And we'll come right back with your calls in just a minute here. This is the Amazing Grace Sports Network on WEZE.
Hey, are you feeling a little achy or sore from the cold weather? Then take a visit to Dylan's Russian Steam Bath. At Dylan's Dry Sauna or Wet Steam Room, you can de-escalate, de-stress, and detox your body and mind. A hot place of massage or a variety of oil massages are available. You will enjoy the relaxed atmosphere that features a nutritious snack bar, large screen televisions, and comfortable lounge chairs to cool off in during your visit. They have 2 convenient locations, one in Chelsea and the other in Quincy. Find them online at Dylan's Russian Steam Bath or call 617-549-3484 for more information. To enjoy your best health, visit Dylan's Russian Steam Bath, where heat, steam, and water have a therapeutic effect. Convenient locations. To enjoy your best health, visit Dylan's Russian Steam Bath, where heat, steam, and water have a therapeutic effect.
Well, my friends, I want to talk to you about computers. Is your computer screen cracked or have a black screen? Is it slow to charge or does it exhibit abnormal battery drainage? Does your PC run slow or have keyboard issues? Well, then PhilComp Computer Center, located at 1690 Dorchester Avenue, is your remedy for all your computer medical problems. PhilComp Computer Center has been in the computer repair, upgrade, malware removal, and data recovery business for over 20 years. Whether your computer is a Mac or IBM based, give them a call. Their number, 617-265-1910. That is 617-265-1910. To solve all your computer problems, our good friends at the PhilComp Computer Center.
Do you want to live a happier, healthier lifestyle? Do you want to get rid of back, hip, and neck pains? Then look no further than Karma Don Yoga. Karma is an accomplished and experienced yoga instructor who specializes in total body restorative yoga. So whether you are young or old, short or tall, in shape or out of shape, Karma is your best choice. Check out her classes and times at karmadanyoga.com. That's karmadanyoga.com. Your body and mind deserve good karma.
There we go.
There we go.
Get yourself healthy and get your computer healthy.
Get yourself healthy, take some yoga, take a steam bath, and get your computer fixed.
Get your computer
all in
fixed.
one day.
We take care of that. Okay. Moving on down the line here. We have the Boston Red Sox. They won last night. And, well, ladies and gentlemen, it's been an up and down season. And before the season, I emphatically predicted that the Red Sox would win the division. Yes, I did. And not only that, I think we can just stop right there, okay? I don't even want to go any further with that. But let's just say it's not going to happen. In fact, the Boston Red Sox may not make the postseason, and I'm hoping that they don't. Now, the team is loaded with the legion of underachievers: William Abreu, Jaron Duran, Ceddanne Rafaela, Trevor Story, Matsutaka Yoshida. You can't win when a good portion of your team is underachieving. And so they're doing that. And not only that, they haven't had a clear person for first base or second base since the beginning of the season, and they failed to address it. So it's been a roving band of guys going into second and first base. It's been unstable from the beginning. I not only predicted that they were going to win the division, I predicted they were going to go into the World Series. I felt totally on both of those, and I'm not too sure they're going to make the playoffs. Kevin, what do you think?
Well, I'll agree with you on a few points, and I'll disagree with you on others. I'll agree with you on the fact about first base and second base, how they did not really address it. You know, obviously, Tristan Casas was the guy at first base who the Red Sox believed, for whatever reason, that he was the future for
You don't even like
the organization.
You think well?
No, I don't. But that being said, that was their plan. And injury aside, you're right. They did struggle to fill that void.
They waited until last month to bring in this.
They brought in
guy.
Nathaniel Lowe. They had Abraham Toro there. There was a lot of back and forth. And Abraham Toro, when he first came aboard with the Red Sox, was not terrible. And he's still with the team, by the way. He's down in Worcester playing.
We should be.
That being said, second base was another conundrum as well. But you're not wrong in that fact. But I'll explain more in a minute. We're going to go to the phone zone and talk to Wayne, who's on the line. Wayne, are you still reeling from staying up last week, watching BC lose to Stanford?
Oh my God, that's what I'm calling about. Our defense, we look like a Swiss cheese out there. Our offense is really nice, but I like Owen McGowan. I think we have some stuff to work with him. But I didn't stay up those field goals. I got tired watching it. I went to bed. But we play California next Saturday. I'll be up at that game.
What a college football conundrum here when you have Stanford and Cal playing in the ACC with the way the conferences have aligned themselves in the past couple of years. But you're right. BC welcomes the Golden Bears, Aaron Rodgers' alma mater, to the Heights next week. And BC at 1-1, they're off this week. And excuse me, not 1-2. Excuse me.
So they're 1-2. Yeah.
And the worst. That was the worst loss, Wayne, too, under the Bill O'Brien era as well against the Stanford team that was 0-2.
Double overtime. I mean, again, our offense is nice. Our defense, we just have to get caught up with them. But I am happy that the New York Liberties got bumped from the WNBA finals last night by Phoenix Mercury.
I must have missed that one.
Yeah, me too.
Well, especially since last season, how they robbed the Minnesota Lynx. And I'm happy that they won't be defending that title because they that was given to them.
Well, okay, this something a little bit more local and more pertinent. The Patriots. What do you think about the Patriots win over Miami last week?
Yeah, I'll take it. I think it's a stepping stone for the team. I'd rather we win than lose, and it would be a lot worse than what we're hearing right now. And we have a nice game coming up tomorrow against Mr. Aaron, so we'll see what happens.
I know Clay has been circling that one for a while.
Definitely. I'm taking the Patriots. I'm just letting you know right now. I'm not even indecisive about that one. The Patriots are going to beat them by about 14. Easily.
I like that 7-14. They'll handle business for sure.
Yeah, they're gonna handle business in Foxborough tomorrow, and I think it's a step in the right direction because Drake may actually look like a professional NFL quarterback last week. So that's what I like about it.
Still gave the Dolphins way too many opportunities to stay in that game though, which was a real concern. I think the defense still has a lot of questions to be answered here going forward.
And they need to take the reins off of him. Let him run, man. Let him play ball like he used to play in the backyard against bigger brothers, and let's see where the chips fall.
Let the chips fall where they may, as the saying goes.
The ground, something like that. Anyway,
gentlemen, have a great day and loving the show. And again, thank you guys for being here every weekend for us.
Thank you, Wayne.
Thank you, Wayne.
All the best.
Bye-bye.
Thank God we have Wayne, not just because he's a great caller and a great listener and a friend of the show, but he keeps us updated on all the things that we miss.
All the things that we never thought about and probably will not think about unless Wayne calls.
That's for sure. Yeah, I must have missed that New York Liberty Phoenix Mercury game.
Yeah,
must have missed that on the calendar.
Just barely missed it. I almost had it, but back to the Red Sox. What do you think going forward with the
So
Red
again,
Sox?
I agree with you on the fact that some of the depth issues were not addressed properly. Obviously, going into the year, second base, they believed that Christian Campbell was the guy, and he looked like the guy for the first 2 months of the year. Then that fell off, and we haven't seen him since. All we know is, and what we've heard is that he's tearing the cover off the ball down at Worcester, but we haven't seen him since June.
Yeah.
So it's been an extended stay down there for young Christian Campbell for a while. Do I think they make the playoffs? Absolutely, I do. I think they have some fight left, but I do have some concerns, and I'm going to get to that. But we're going to go back to the phones. It's like a big lead up until what I want to say. But I know this guy. I think this guy's going to agree with me. John, do you agree with me? The Red Sox are going to make the playoffs?
Just barely, by the skins of their teeth. You know, I got to tell you, last night I started watching it, and then when I saw they were down 3-2, I gunned the remote across the wall. I said, "I'll never let them ruin my summer again." and then I turn it on. It's 11-3.
Yeah,
I don't even know how they got all. I don't even know how they got all those runs. I don't even know.
Yeah, Tampa imploded. They made a lot of errors in that inning, like 2 or 3. Just really bad ones.
Yeah, 2 errors and a hit batter too.
Yeah, and it was just unbelievable. They imploded terribly.
But it was Jaron Duran, John, that started it all. Finally, we talked about guys all year contributing. Right. Duran has been there, but he hasn't really had a big moment. And finally, this was a huge moment for him last night with a go-ahead
140 games into it.
Go-ahead 2-run homer there. And Crochet didn't pitch poorly. I think he could have been a little bit better. But the Rays are always a pesky team. There's no question about it. And with the win last night, the Red Sox.
Well, Crochet was on 4 days rest instead of the 5 days. Yeah. So they're rushing him. I don't know
that could have been it.
That could have been it too. And but with the win last night, the Red Sox eliminating Tampa from playoff contention and one less team. So right now it's only 3 more teams that are on the outside looking in, and that's the Royals, who are right at 500. They're soon to be eliminated. They're about 7 games back of the wild card, about 9 games to go. So
look at last night. Hey, Kev, look at last night.
I know. I saw they beat Max Scherzer last night. Took him out of the first inning, 20-1 over there against Toronto last night. But I think it's too little, too late for the Royals, who were in the wild card last year. But they're at 500. They're 7 games back. It's not going to work. The Rangers, a team that I thought was going to sneak in, they've gone down the tubes. They've lost 5 games in a row, and that has allowed Cleveland, a team like 2 weeks ago who was down and out. Here they are now, just 1.5 games back of the Astros now. The Red Sox and Astros tied for the second wild card spot.
Texas Rangers, down goes Frazier.
And the Mariners have been trying to do what they've done what they've tried to do all year, and that is take outright control of the American League West, and they've been successful at that. Obviously, the Astros are have battled some inconsistencies this year. They've battled injuries. Jordan Alvarez back with another injury. So that being said, Seattle they just came off a 10-game win streak.
John,
Cleveland's won 8 in a row.
we're going to let you talk in a little bit. As soon as we can get, we got to let John talk here a little bit, Kevin.
Well, just painting the picture here. Painting the picture here, Clay.
I love this. Hey,
What do you think? What do you think, John?
No, I just wonder, was there any chance the Red Sox could play at Fenway, a wild card game or any kind of series, or it looks like they're going to be on the road?
That's a good question.
Well, I think it really depends on how these next 2 series go, John. With Toronto,
Right.
They go up to Toronto, and then they welcome the Tigers to Fenway for the remainder of the regular season, the last 3 games of the year. So it is a possibility they will host. Their Yankees have 2 games up on them now. Orioles beating the Yankees last night, which was obviously good to see. So they're in the midst of a 4-game set down there at Camden Yards, and
Wow.
we haven't seen the Red Sox and the Blue Jays have not faced each other in quite a bit here. So, listen. Do I think the division is out of the question? The Red Sox are 6 games back with 9 to go. The Red Sox are not going to win. The Red Sox are not going to win the American League East. I think that much is clear.
Yeah, we know that.
I think I bet my house on that. But that being said, in terms of hosting a wild card game, it's possible. The Yankees obviously have played better baseball in August and September here. That being said, the Red Sox really cannot afford to lose this series against Tampa. They have dropped 2 out of the 3 the last 2 series against the Yankees and against the Athletics at Fenway this past week, which is a series that they should have taken 2 out of 3. Cora didn't pull Connolly too early when he was at 80 pitches here, and should have kept him in and substitute for Greg Weissert, who's horrible. But
well, I'm thinking, okay, Cora, and when we add Cora into this whole mix, John, along with Sam Kennedy and Breslow, I get sick to my stomach. These guys, I mean, it's bad enough the team is mediocre. They make it worse.
I mean, look at what Breslow and Cora did, maybe even Sam Kennedy to a point. They had that Quinn Prisla from the Pirates. Now he's the number 2 guy in Milwaukee.
I know.
Wow. What did they get for him? A bag of baseballs?
Yeah.
I don't remember what they traded for. I remember when he was with the Red Sox, and he has it's a good reason why Milwaukee has been so strong this year. There's a group of guys out there that a lot of names you probably, besides Christian Yelich, you probably don't know who they are. But for whatever reason, the Brewers have, particularly in the second half of the year, have come out of nowhere and have taken control of the National League.
I'll tell you, Kevin, they got probably, I think they have the best pitching staff in baseball. You got Freddie Peralta, who's the lights out. You got Brandon Woodruff.
Yep.
Now you got Priester as your number 3. And I think Chris Ray might be their 4th, and I'm not sure they're 5th.
Why can't we get guys like that?
Exactly. I mean, they had him here. They got him from Pittsburgh for nothing. And he was a big time prospect, I remember, years ago.
The Red Sox traded Quinn Priester to the Brewers on April 7th of this year for a minor league outfielder, Yofiri Rodriguez, a competitive balanced round A pick, and a player to be named later.
Oh, it makes me sick. It makes me sick to my stomach.
They get a bag of baseballs. They got a bag of baseballs for a guy that's probably an A-ball right now.
Yeah, well, okay.
19 years old.
19 years old.
That sounds like a Craig Breslow move.
That sounds like a Craig Breslow move. Yeah.
Breslow's big. Well, everybody we know, Breslow is a Yale guy, and he was like a bio-nuclear physics major at Yale, something that I don't think any 3 of us could accomplish. And he just gives the guy away. Doesn't even see him pitch a game in April. You said they dealt him April 7th.
April 7th.
He didn't even have a chance to. He didn't even have a chance to pitch here. He never even had a chance in Boston.
John,
now he's the number 3 guy in Milwaukee.
John. I'm like I said, when I think about Kennedy, Breslow, and Cora and the moves that they've made this year, sometimes it just makes me sick. I mean, it's been horrible. But you know what? I'm going to segue, John. I'm going to let you go because I want to segue into something that's going to be, part of this conversation. The Dodgers.
Well, let's put John on for the Red Sox making the playoffs. Good man.
Yeah, John's got the Red Sox making the playoffs.
That's a check. That's a check for me. That's a check. But
check in that box.
They get it by the skins of their teeth.
Okay.
Well, we'll see what happens. John, thanks so much. Talk to you next week.
Hey, guys. Take care.
The Red Sox might make it. They might not make it. But one team that's going there for the 13th consecutive season is the Los Angeles Dodgers. the Los Angeles Dodgers are now in the Major League Baseball's playoff for the 13th consecutive year. And it's not by mistake. They have a guy, the baseball manager of operations. This guy has been making the difference for the 13 years that he's been there. He's been there 14 years. And within then, they've gone, in the last 13 years, they've gone to the playoffs 13 years. They've gone to the championship 7 times. They've gone to the World Series 4 times, and they've won 2 of them. Now, I think everything starts at the top. And Friedman, that's his name, Andrew Friedman. Everything starts at the top, and this guy is the one making the difference, and that's the reason why it's not happening here in Boston. I think it starts at the top, and I don't mean John Henry per se, because John Henry seems to give them, the guys that he has leeway and whatever they need in order to get the job done. So very disappointed that the Red Sox didn't do more at the break, didn't do more when it comes to addressing first base and second base. It's just, I don't know. What am I trying to put my finger on here, Kevin?
It's funny you mentioned Andrew Friedman, of course, who I can't believe he's been with the Dodgers now for 10 years, president of baseball operations. Many Red Sox fans remember him as the architect of the Tampa Bay Rays success when they obviously went to the World Series in 2008 and made the playoffs many times under his leadership as president of baseball operations with Joe Madden as manager. That being said, the Dodgers have proven that, doesn't matter what injuries happen, doesn't matter what inconsistencies happen. They got the money. They're going to bring the players. They want to play in L.A., and they'll do it.
They'll do it.
They'll do it year in and year out.
Is that they will go all in.
And they have done that. They've proven that.
To get it done.
Sure. They've proven that. There's no question about it. The trading of Mookie Betts, or the acquisition of Mookie Betts with the signing of Shohei, with all these other guys that they've been able to,
May.
Yeah. Now, I will say they did win the World Series last year. Their playoff success has been a mixed bag at best. So I wouldn't say they've been, a powerhouse when it comes to that, but at least a powerhouse of winning the National League West and making the playoffs. And
making the playoffs.
The playoffs has been at times a bit of a different story for the Dodgers. And
they've always put a decent team on the field. And what I mean is that, they went to the finals, National League Finals 7 times, and they've got out of it 4 times. So
NLCS,
yeah. So won 2 World Series. So they put a consistent product. My thing is that they will go for it. They will go for it, and I think that's more important than not.
Right. So the Red Sox have 8 games to go here, Clay.
That's it.
2 against Tampa, 3 against Toronto, and then 3 finally against the Detroit Tigers as we get ready to say farewell to the 2025 MLB regular season. And what a roller coaster ride it has been, up and down for the Red Sox. And do I believe they'll make the playoffs? Yes, I do. I think they're still fighting there. It'll be amazing if they make the playoffs even without Roman Anthony. And, Willie Abreu, what a baby. I mean, seriously, you got another calf. Get out there and play. Your team needs you. You're in a playoff race. Cora said you're going to be there for minimum 10 days. You've been gone for a month and a half now.
2 months.
I mean, seriously, come on here. What are we doing? And I was a big fan of Willie. When they said trade Willie Abreu, I said, no, don't trade him. He's got a future here.
I was like, trade him. Trade him while you got the value. Right at the beginning of the season, he had won the Silver Slugger and his Golden Glove Award. Get him now. Do it now.
So heading into Thursday, for this scenario, really, the Red Sox can go 5-5 the rest of the way. Mm-hmm. They've already won, obviously, one of those games last night against the Rays. Cleveland needs to go 9-2 the rest of the way. Cleveland has won 8 games in a row. They won last night against Minnesota. Right. And this is going to come down to, Clay, who wants it more. The Guardians are fighting here. There's no question about it. But the Red Sox showed some fight last night, obviously, with Jarren Duran's go-ahead 2-run homer in the 7th inning. We had Crochet striking out 9, obviously, across 6 innings strong, and Red Sox winning 11-7. All night games this weekend, by the way, down in Tampa. Because, of course, they play outside with the Tropicana Field not being able to be played this year. Because the heat down there in Florida, obviously. So 7 o'clock tonight, we get to see Kyle Harrison, the left-hander we've been talking about for a little bit. We saw him in Sacramento last week against the A's in the rubber match of that series. 3 innings pitched out of the bullpen here, and he came in, obviously, from the Devers trade. San Francisco is part of that deal. We haven't seen him in a starting role this year for the Red Sox. We get to see that tonight at 7:05, and then tomorrow evening at 7:30, we'll see Connolly early again, and he has been lights out so far in his 2 starts. Granted, they've been against the Athletics, but want to say one thing about the Athletics. Everyone likes to, dog on them because they're low payroll, but the Oakland Athletics, they'll always be Oakland. They'll always be Oakland to me, but the no name, no home Athletics, they got some really young talent on that team, and I think they're going to be a real force to be reckoned with the next couple of years. They're able to keep some of those guys together in Sacramento, which is going to be moving to Vegas now. But that being said, we'll see Connolly early tomorrow on Sunday. So let's go. 8 games to go. I think they're in. Clay thinks they're out. We'll see what happens.
Call in and tell us what you think. Are they in or out?
We'll see.
We'll find out.
Anything else in the Red Sox, Clay, MLB? You're all set?
Let's move on. We have to keep moving.
We have a lot to talk about on football here. Football is slowly but surely creeping into the number one topic of conversation. We've been talking about baseball for too long, it feels like. But,
especially when they're just barely making the playoffs.
Yeah, well, we'll see. So before we do that, I want to say hello to a couple more of our great sponsors. Of course, a great diner in Quincy. We know them well. Our friends at the Early American.
Where do you go for the best breakfast and the best lunch in the South Metro Boston Quincy area? You go to the Early American Diner located at 1054 Hancock Street in Quincy. From their strawberry shortcake French toast to their famous corned beef hash for breakfast to the lunch menu, which includes a variety of burgers and specialty sandwiches such as their Waldorf turkey made with roasted turkey, apple slices, and walnuts. So, whether you want to dine in their cozy restaurant, take out, or have it delivered, the Early American Diner in historic Quincy, Massachusetts, is your go-to eatery to enjoy great food at great prices at your convenience.
Well, we want to thank the Early American Diner. And Clay, what are the great options there too, right? Some great food. As we say hello to another great sponsor, Lars Oyama Investments. If you're looking for a smart investment, searching for a place to call your home, well, we want to welcome you to Oyama Investments for your dream. Now, they do find a foundation at Oyama Investments. They're more than just a real estate friend. They're your trusted partner, helping you build a secure future. Whether you're investing in a property that'll grow with you, purchasing your dream home, make the process easy, transparent, and rewarding. At Oyama Investments, they specialize in finding properties that align perfectly with your goals. Imagine yourself owning a piece of the future, whether it be a luxury apartment, a commercial space, or family home in the perfect neighborhood. And if you're new to the real estate investment world, well, don't worry. They are here every step of the way, helping you make informed choices with confidence. Ready to see your dreams come to life? Visit www.yamainvestments.com. Give them a call, 617-221-8881. Where your vision becomes reality. That's our good friends at Oyama Investments.
Get your dream house today.
We got all the bases covered here.
Yes, we do.
The Amazing Grace Sports
You can
Network.
get in the house.
Yeah.
You can get a sauna. You can have your yoga done and get your computer fixed.
Sure.
And eat at the Early American Diner.
Exactly right. All right. From baseball to football. Again, the phone number 844-249-5247. We had a robust conversation on the state of the Boston Red Sox there in the final week or so of the Major League Baseball season. And we'll continue now with the state of the New England Patriots. 1-1, Clay, heading into week 3. Big win down in Miami last Sunday afternoon.
Convincingly.
I don't know if it was a convincing win. They gave the Dolphins plenty of opportunities to stay in that game in a
thank gosh they have Tua.
33-27 win over the Miami Dolphins. But before we do that, we're going to head to the phones. Don't recognize this number, so I'll go ahead. Caller, go ahead. Where are you calling from? Good morning.
Of course you don't recognize the number. It's me. I'm incognito. Kelly from Lynn, weighing in.
He's got his burner phone with
Incognito. Him. Kelly, what's going on?
Got to keep you guessing. Before you dive into the football thing, I'd like to go back a couple of weeks when you guys broke that story about Bill Belichick. And I didn't have it. It was the first time I heard it. You guys told me about it, and I didn't get a chance to comment on it. I meant to comment on it last week about
the scouts,
banning Patriots scouts. I just want to say shame on you, Bill Belichick. You know, you have players in your program who's probably seen you dominate the NFL for the past 20 years and probably had the all-time, and their dream was to grow up and play for the organization. And now he puts this rule that kind of like puts a little damper in the process. So he's got to be ashamed of himself.
He should be.
That's embarrassing. I mean, the situation is embarrassing for Bill, and the whole brand here, and that was after Robert Kraft came out and said that it was always his intention, that his plan was to build a statue for Bill Belichick at Gillette, right next to Tom Brady,
Right.
and then Bill
Not gonna
Belichick, in his unusual self, confirming that the reports were true, what he said, and that he says they're not welcome in ours because he feels that he's not welcome at theirs. That was never said.
That was never said.
If someone could provide me with a quote or a clip of Robert Kraft saying that about Bill Belichick, how he wasn't welcome to Gillette, please.
That's crazy. But if the Patriots see a player in the NFL in the North Carolina program, they're going to get him. So regardless,
It's just so petty. It's just so petty.
And what does Kraft do? Who's getting honored this weekend? in the
Exactly
Hall of
right.
Fame?
Yeah, Bill Parcells.
Right next to the Brady statue.
Going into the Patriots Hall of Fame. Good for him.
Get out of here, really?
And Julian Edelman.
Okay.
I'm kind of on the fence. I'm kind of on the fence with the Bill Parcells. I mean, he did in a short time turn that organization around. He brought in talent beyond the team's dreams. I mean, he had players who stayed on. After he left, these players were still part of the 3 Super Bowl.
Bruschi, McGinnis.
Yeah.
2 of them.
Ty Law. It goes on and on. I mean, he's amazing. But my thing is that he just wasn't there long enough, you know. I mean, but I like Bill Parcells. He's one of my favorites.
He definitely made a difference. They went to the Super Bowl with him.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah. They certainly don't make them like Bill Parcells anymore in the NFL.
They really don't.
Yeah.
They really don't.
Imagine someone like Mike McDaniel, the little weird character down in Miami, coaching against Bill Parcells.
How do you earn the respect of it looking like that?
I mean, he's not going to get it. He's not going to get it. Okay, now you've segued. You segued into the football thing here.
Yeah.
What do you think about the Patriots' win last week?
Okay, impressive. After week 1, I did let the emotions get the best of me, getting that D. Well, I'm going to still give them the first week the D, but they moved up to like a B minus. You got to work your way up there. They played well. Well enough to win. I'm with Kevin. That defense is very questionable. I like what I saw in Drake made, how he played, and how the offense looked. You know, standing toe to toe. But I like the win. But you know, against Miami. You can say it's against Miami, but they also struggled in Miami, playing Miami. So, and they were able to get over that hump this year.
They're going to surprise you. They're going to take the division.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, I don't know. Buffalo.
I don't know where you're getting that from what you see
very impressive
in the first 2 weeks. You've been saying that for a while. I don't know where that. But Clay, if the Patriots do that, I'll have to. I don't know what I'll do.
All over the world. Yeah. The prognosticator of the world.
Yeah, it'd have to take major injuries in the Buffalo. I mean, Buffalo looks like they're on course right now. I know it's like early in the season, but you know, you got to come out the gate some kind of way.
I will say though, I don't think Miami will win a game this year. I mean, they're what an embarrassment of an organization down there.
Yeah,
I mean, seriously.
But they all deserve to be fired. The coach,
McDaniel,
the GM, Greer. Now, Greer got rid of Brian Flores because Flores had the problem with Tua. Mm-hmm. He didn't want Tua, and Flores was right. And I don't like Flores that much, but he was right.
Mm-hmm.
But going into this week, it should be a really good matchup. Like I said, with a questionable defense, it should be really competitive. You know, Aaron Rodgers should really. The Patriots. I'm gonna have to go with the Patriots, the home team.
Here we go.
Go with the homer. Go with the home team. I mean, like I said, the defense, and you know, they got Aaron Rodgers, and which Aaron Rodgers shows up?
That's a great question. It was the Aaron Rodgers of week 1 who threw for 4 touchdowns against the Jets, and how much was that because it was against the Jets and he wanted to prove something against his former team that didn't end well with him?
Just get to Aaron Rodgers 2 to 3 times.
That's it.
You can forget.
Well, that's it.
That's
they do have to get to him. They have to get to him.
That's it.
So I also want to redeem myself with we got a couple of questions out there.
Yeah, we did. As a matter of fact, I'm glad you brought it up because I was supposed to announce the answers to them after the break, but have a shot at it.
Yes, please.
I think I know one of them. The 200 streak. Is that Ichiro?
That's correct.
Correct.
Wow, good man.
Ichiro, Seattle, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That guy there, that guy is unbelievable.
Okay, so now I have a set now. I think I have 6 mugs now.
You can open up a coffee stand. You
can start selling our mugs. Yeah. Matter of fact,
you might as well send me the whole case.
Yeah, I'm just gonna send you the whole case because you're old. You're old. I think 1 or 2. So this is gonna make 3. Just get it going. Set up shop.
Okay, I'll sit back. I'll listen to you guys. I'll talk to you next week.
All right, thanks, Kelly, as always.
Yep. Bye.
Bye.
By the way, I'm just looking at some photos here. Did you watch the Red Sox last night? Did you see it on Nesson? Did you watch the game?
Not the whole game. No.
Did you see these uniforms that the Rays are wearing? That's their Friday Night City Connect uniforms.
What is that?
That's like just a bad men's softball league uniform. It's even worse watching it on TV.
It looks like somebody's wearing one of those like sweat bags that you put on when you're trying to take off a whole lot of weight.
Just watching it
at one time.
Yeah, I'm saying, what is this?
It's pretty bad.
Bad, but anyway. Okay, enough about baseball.
Oh yeah, and the other answer.
The other answer was
29.
29.
29.
Correct.
By Babe Ruth.
Yeah.
Babe Ruth hit 27 on this date back in 1919, and he eventually finished the season, which is even small. I mean, shorter than it was, now. So it probably ended the next day, and he probably got 2 home runs in the last day of all. So That was it. 29 home runs for the season. He led the major leagues. He now held the record for the amount of home runs hit in the season at 29. He would go on to break that easily in the next couple of years with the Yankees when they stop playing him as a pitcher.
Yes.
Bada boom.
There we go. Well, Clay, for the past decade or so, more than 2 decades, the Patriots have certainly had the Pittsburgh Steelers number.
Yeah.
But obviously, this case, Tom Brady's not walking in the door anytime soon here. We get to see Aaron Rodgers, and that's including AFC Championship game in 2016 season. The Patriots have won 6 of the past 7 matchups against the Steelers in New England at Gillette. The lone exception was 33-10 Steelers win in 2008 when Tom Brady, of course, was sidelined with the torn ACL in that he suffered in the Patriots opener. So
we never had to worry about the Steelers beating a Bill Belichick team. I never worried about that happening.
Right.
It's just that Mike Tomlin was not going to beat Bill Belichick.
Aaron Rodgers 3-3 all-time against the Patriots, although he is 0-2 at Gillette Stadium. Clay believes he'll be 0-3, and I'll go with that as well. I do believe the Patriots. I saw enough success from the Patriots offense last week down in Miami. If we can be able to replicate that and more, get Stephon Diggs involved more. And one guy that I believe the Patriots need to be involving more in their offensive schematics, this is a Josh McDaniels situation, and that is a guy that wowed a lot of people in the preseason, and that is TreVeyon Henderson, who really hasn't been able to get it going much in the first 2 games of the year. But TreVeyon Henderson needs to be involved more, and I pin that on Josh McDaniels to do that more. And much to Clay's chagrin, it's Ramondre Stevenson's backfield right now, so far, at least in the first 2 games, and showing no signs of slowing down. You have to admit, a great game for him down in Miami last week.
Well, I mean,
you got to give credit where credit's due.
They took away touches from TreVeyon Henderson. TreVeyon Henderson had those touches. He would have had twice the yardage that Ramondre Stevenson ended up with. Just a thought.
Sure. So Pittsburgh coming off a 31-17 loss to Sam Darnold and the Seattle Seahawks last week, and I think Clay and I both took. Did we both take Pittsburgh in that game? I think
we did. And as a matter of fact, we need to get into this because last week, and we're going to review last week. Last week, Kevin went 14-2 for the whole.
It's not easy being
shebang.
That good.
It's not easy being that good, but he's able to be that good. And I wasn't too far behind at 10-6. Not too far behind, but it's nowhere close to 14-2. So let's review this. Kevin took Green Bay over Washington. I took Washington. He won that game. And then he took Detroit or Chicago. That was more of a dare. Of course, he won that game. That was an easy one. Then he took San Francisco over New Orleans. Thought New Orleans at home might have it.
He just didn't want to take Mac Jones. Didn't want to give Mac another shot.
I wasn't giving Mac that much credit, but Mac, he's a backup quarterback. Okay, but yeah, he won. Guys, you can't believe this, but he did. He took He took Los Angeles over Vegas. He won that one. And so I believe those were the 4 that he won in 14-2. That's what I'm up against. I'm up against a guy who can accurately predict 14 wins out of 16 games. We're going to do better this week.
I believe the 2 I think I took Denver to beat the Colts, which the Colts beat Denver 29-28
That's
in a shootout there in Indy. And I believe I took Pittsburgh to beat Seattle, and that didn't happen.
Yes, you did.
So. Oh, well.
Oh, well.
We'll strive to be perfect. We'll strive to be better than 14-2.
And we're going to start right now. So
yes, well, it's nice that we have about 9.5 minutes left, and instead of starting the picks with 3 minutes to go in the show here, not able to at least discuss some of the key matchups here.
We're going to get it. Some of the odds.
Yeah.
You're starting the whole shebang off.
Yes, so the Thursday night game, we had Miami play against Buffalo, and Clay and I.
Did you take Miami?
No, yeah.
No.
I will admit.
Nobody would be
I
that
will
crazy.
admit I took Miami the first game of the year against the Colts because I didn't believe Daniel Jones was going to be as strong in the first 2 games as he's been. That was a mistake. I'll never do that again. But Buffalo took care of Miami 31-21 in Orchard Park on Thursday night.
Will you ever take Miami again
Never.
this season?
No way. Absolutely not. I don't care how much they're favored by. No. It's awful. They're just
awful.
It's embarrassing. It really is.
They are embarrassing. They're just an embarrassing. Tua is just not an NFL quarterback.
So Clay and I both took Buffalo.
We took Buffalo.
Even though we believe the Patriots will take over the AFC, so Buffalo. But
they're coming.
Okay. That being said, we'll head to Cleveland, Green Bay. That's a scary thing, heading to Cleveland. Green Bay traveling to Cleveland this week. Jordan Love, a big Thursday night football win against Jane Daniels and the Commanders last Thursday. Cleveland 0-2. Joe Flacco, they got bounced around by the Ravens last week, 41-17. Give me Green Bay 3-0. Green Bay quietly surmounting themselves, Clay, as the favorites in the NFC North, the early weeks here of the NFL season.
One of the top teams in the NFC, period. I mean, if you're talking about Philadelphia, who else is there but Green Bay?
Yeah, well, I think the addition of Micah Parsons certainly helps them a great deal on the defensive side, but Jordan Love really coming together here. So give me them easily against Joe Flacco. And matter of time before we see Dylan Gabriel or perhaps Mr. Sanders with the Browns. We'll see.
Anything could happen in Cleveland.
That's for sure.
Anything.
The team that got rid of Baker Mayfield for Deshaun Watson. How's that working out for them? Anyway.
Deshaun Watson these days. Anyway, moving on down the line. We have Indianapolis traveling to Tennessee. And Indianapolis is favored 4.5 over Tennessee. I think they have the biggest line. No, they don't have the biggest line, but they have the second biggest line of the whole weekend. I'm going to take Indianapolis with Daniel Jones.
Well, it's possible with the way Daniel Jones is playing that Anthony Richardson won't see the field at all this year, and what a waste of a draft pick maybe the Colts have made on him. But anyway, Daniel Jones and his redemption, his second tour duty here in the NFL after the first stint with the Giants didn't go so well, and I'm a big fan of second chances, and he's proving himself. First 2 weeks, obviously, and a big win against Bo Nix and the Broncos last week, and obviously they blew out the Dolphins the first game of the year, and I think they'll do it again against young Cameron Ward and the Tennessee Titans down in Tennessee. Give me the Colts here with Daniel Jones to go 3-0 in a really, again, tough division in terms of the lack of talent in the AFC South.
In terms of lack of talent.
Cincinnati, Minnesota, up to Minnesota. We've got quarterbacks that are injured right now. My boy, Joe Burrow. Can the Bengals please get some offensive linemen that's going to protect Joe Burrow?
No.
Joe Burrow now out for 3 months here with a toe turf injury. He's out. Jake Browning is in. They were able to beat Trevor Lawrence and the Jaguars last week. Minnesota flat on Sunday night last week, losing to Michael Penix Jr. 22-6. J.J. McCarthy out this week. We'll see Carson Wentz in. So it's Jake Browning versus Carson Wentz. Give me the Bengals on the road here against the Vikings.
I can't believe it. I can't believe he's going with the Bengals. I mean, here's a guy who was so opposed to – I mean, no, of course he's going with the Bengals. Now we got 2 backup quarterbacks. We have a guy in Browning. We have a guy in Carson Wentz. I'm inclined to go with Browning, but I'm going to give Wentz a chance. I'm changing my pick here. I'm going to go with Carson Wentz because he's a veteran, and we'll see what happens with Mr. Browning. I'm going to take Minnesota.
There we go. J.J. McCarthy battling injuries and some inconsistencies as well in his young NFL career.
Okay, I got Pittsburgh going into New England, and you can get tickets as low as $147 because New England is still New England, and they believe in their team. You can't get cheap tickets there. At Gillette Stadium, Pittsburgh is favored by 2.5, but I am going with the Patriots.
Take the Patriots as well. I think it's going to be a great game. Again, if the offense can continue what they did last week, by all means, continue it, and we'll see how Aaron Rodgers does. Looking to get his first win at Gillette Stadium, and I'll take the Patriots here in this one.
Okay,
I think it'll be a good game, though.
I gotcha.
Alrighty then, rematch of last year's NFC divisional matchup, which is a really great game. The Rams travel to the Philadelphia Eagles. The Eagles beating Kansas City last week for a Super Bowl matchup in KC. Eagles showing no signs of slowing down as the favorites in the NFC still. Give me them to take care of Matthew Stafford and the Rams, and what should be a good game, 1 o'clock down there in Philly.
Sean McVay, are you going to take that line down that people are disrespecting you just because you're playing Philadelphia? I don't know if you're going to take it lying down, but I'm taking Philadelphia also.
There we go.
We're going with that. New York isn't everything they say, but they're traveling to Tampa Bay. They're going to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Raymond James Stadium. Tampa Bay is favored by 6.5. I'm going to make it easy. I'm going with Tampa Bay.
Give me the Buccaneers well to go 3-0. They had a big win at the last few seconds of the game Monday night against Houston last week. And Baker Mayfield showing that he is Baker Mayfield, here to stay and hopefully get the Buccaneers where they need to be. And that's a bit of a deeper playoff run, hopefully, for them. That being said, they had a big win, obviously, 2019 against Houston on Monday night. And the Jets looking to go 1-2. Well, I think they're going to go 1-3 here, and the Jets continue to do what the Jets do. But
They're going to do Jet things.
Yeah, give me the Buccaneers in this one here.
Are you sure?
Todd Bowles coaching against his former team that he coached for as well.
Which one is that?
The New York Jets.
Dungy? I mean,
Todd Bowles.
Todd Bowles. Yeah. It was the Jets, and I can't remember the other team, but we'll find out by next week.
Sure.
Las Vegas is traveling to Washington, D.C. They take on Washington. Now, Jaden Daniels isn't playing.
Jaden Daniels is out. Marcus Mariota is in. Hasn't started a game.
I'm going to take, I trust in Marcus. Marcus has 1 to 2 games good. He has one to two good games in him a season. This is going to be one of them. I'm taking Washington.
Marcus has not started a game since 2022, 3 years ago. Give me Geno Smith and Pete Carroll on the road against the banged-up Washington Commanders. Need Ashton Gente to get it going here, the young running back from Boise State who they drafted. And I'm going to give them an opportunity here. Give me the Raiders to go 2-1 against the Commanders, an opportunity to sneak out of there with a win without Jaden Daniels.
You got it.
In that one. Michael Penix Jr. and the Atlanta Falcons traveling to Carolina to play Bryce Young in the 0-2 Carolina Panthers. I was big on the Panthers. I thought they would be a little bit better, but not so far this year.
Yeah.
I think the Falcons had an okay game against Minnesota last week. They won. They played Tampa. They couldn't beat them week 1, but give me them to go 2-1 here as the experiment, the Michael Penix Jr. experiment, continues down in Atlanta.
Yeah, a guy who did he throw for 100 yards last week? I think it was like 125 yards. That was it for the whole game.
The 22-6 win. It was a lot of field goals in that game up in Minnesota here. Threw for 135 yards.
135 yards.
Yeah.
Anyway, we have Houston traveling to Jacksonville.
Who would you take in the Atlanta-Carolina game?
I'm taking Atlanta.
All right.
Just because Carolina's so bad.
Very good. Minute and a half here, so we got to speed it up.
Houston traveling to Jacksonville. I'm taking Jacksonville.
Give me C.J. Stroud on the road against the Texans. They need a win after losing to Tampa Bay. They're 0-2 on the road. They need a win. Give me them against Trevor Lawrence on the road. The Broncos travel to the LA Chargers. Justin Herbert, Jim Harbaugh, firing on all cylinders. Look at the Broncos go 1-2. I think they will. I think the Chargers are going to have a good win against the division rivals here. Give me the Chargers against the Denver Broncos.
I think they're going to do it. I'm taking the Chargers also. We have New Orleans traveling to Seattle. I'm taking Seattle.
Sam Darnold looking to go 2-1. I think they'll take care of Spencer Rattler against the Saints at home. Give me Sam Darnold and the Seahawks. Dallas and Chicago. Dallas, a big win against the Giants last week. They barely survived. Bears looking to avoid going 0-3. Don't think that'll happen. Give me Dallas on the road in Chicago. The Cardinals traveling to
Wait. I'm taking Chicago.
I'm sorry.
There we
Chicago.
Go.
Okay.
Now, there you go.
All right. 30 seconds with 3 games. Arizona traveling to San Francisco. Mac Jones, why not again? Give me the 49ers at home.
I'm going with that one also. Kansas City's traveling to New York to play the Giants. I am going to take Kansas City.
Give me KC against the Giants. Russell Wilson. I don't know about you, Clay, but I feel like the Chiefs are 0-2, and yes, they are looking to go 1-2 here. Final game at 10 seconds. Monday night, a great game. Baltimore and Detroit. Give me Baltimore at home.
I'm taking Baltimore. We're also going to do the Thursday game because we never get to it. I'm going to Seattle going to Arizona, and I'm taking Seattle.